Hi everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to talk about Geist Finance and what it is and is it an undervalued token? Should you invest in this token and all that? So of course this is not an investment advice, but this is just an educational video kind of stuff because I have been doing valuation and all this stuff in cryptocurrency market since last almost 5 years now. So I just thought that I should start sharing my wisdom. And apart from that, we are also launching our own cryptocurrency long-term coin, which is we're gonna talk about that later, probably in the later part of the video. But right now, we are going to talk about Geist Finance. I hope I am talking perf- perfectly. I mean, I am pronouncing perfectly. Geist Finance. Okay, so now what is it? So it is basically a lending and borrowing platform, and as you can see that there are almost 1.3 billion plus of the market size. They have collected almost $40 million in fees, so which is a good sign because these guys are very transparent. And I truly believe that transparency brings growth. All the data you can see here, you can also see stats in which they show how much is in the borrowing and how much is in the deposit section, what is global health ratio, and mainly which is the most important part is how much fees they have collected. And in fact you can almost live track the data here that $148 are collected in platform fees in last 15 minutes or so. So this is almost very transparent. Of course DeFi is very transparent, but again this is way more transparent than many more projects out there. So why platform fees matter? So platform fees matter because they are a very important part of valuation. Now the thing is that most of the cryptocurrency investors or even youtubers, they don't talk about valuation, but valuation and value investors, if you see historically, then value investors have beaten the stock market uh, by massive margins historically. And they are almost, I think I read somewhere that 95% of the value investors beat the index market. So this is a great ratio. I guess I think nobody can even touch this ratio. And same way, if you apply valuation principles in cryptocurrency market, then you can also get outsized returns, I guess. So I think on my personal level, of course you can also do trading and all that stuff, but valuation has worked for me. I am not that big of a trader. I mean, at least I don't trade every day. But yes, there are some traders who can do that as well, and I respect those guys as well. All you need is skills. If you have skills, you can either be a trader or you can also be a value investor, and whatever suits your personality, it's up to that. So anyways, now let's talk about Geist Finance. So I was talking about platform fees because platform fees are very much important in uh, trying to catch the valuation of the project. So I truly believe that sooner or later price follows the valuation. This is an age-old saying, and this principle has worked for last 100 years. And I'm pretty sure this same principle of in the investing world, which worked for last 100 years, will also work for next 100 years. So your principles should be very much timeless. Time should not affect the principles of investing, and that is a safer investing strategy, and that would also give you outsized returns in the long term as well. So let's say somebody just found a new principle which worked in last 1 year and they did good, but what is the surety that it will keep working for the future? So that's a very risky thing to get into. So maybe some trading method just invented 6 months ago, and you try to gamble a lot on that, then there is a good chance that you can end up losing money. But the principle of price follows the valuation. If you stick to that, it is gonna work. And I have tried and tested again and again in cryptocurrency market, and that's why I'm pretty confident that it will also work for you, because it worked for me again and again. Maybe on many coins, almost if my assessment of a valuation is wrong and I lose money, then it's my fault. But if my assessment about the valuation of any particular cryptocurrency is correct, then it is very likely that if I bought it undervalued, then I will end up making a lot of money. So that's what the valuations principle is. So if you follow it strictly, you can do well, and that's what we are gonna do with Geist Finance. We are gonna find out what is the actual valuation. I mean, I cannot do it at a precise level because I create all these videos on a very short period of time. So it's unlikely that it will be absolutely precise, but you can do it on your own with methods which I show you here, and the things which I speak here. Okay, so now let's get started. So I was talking about platform fees. Now you can see here in the this section, stat section, that they display the platform fees here. So how much they have collected. Now if you go back and if you see here, then it is mentioned that 50% of the fees go to the token holders, but it doesn't matter right now because this is still a new cryptocurrency and it's a startup. So we have to count 100% fees in order to do the valuation, because even if it goes to token holders, ultimately it is gonna benefit the token price, and other remaining 50% probably is going to other part. But the key here is that that these guys do not have major expenses. So almost all the platform fees which they have collected is kind of a profit right now. According to my understanding, maximum they will have is a 10% expense as of now from collected platform fees. So we are going to calculate how to do the valuation based on this data. So basically you can assume that the collected fee is very similar to a token bun thing right now, because it's a new cryptocurrency. They don't have any expenses, so most of the fees will be going to the profit section only. So now let's calculate some basic about the valuation of Geist Finance. So if you see that the 1 week's income of Geist is around 715,000 US dollars. So if you see from the date 29th to 23, then the total is around $715,000. Now, how to calculate the valuation? So if you see Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company, I know that a lot of crypto investors don't like Warren Buffett, but he's probably against Bitcoin, but he's not against the blockchain technology. So I think there is a been misunderstanding going on there. But anyways, so Berkshire Hathaway, sorry, Warren Buffett, who has said that if you double your money in 8 to 10 years, so let's say you invested $100, and after 10 years, if you get back those $100 on top of your original investment, then it's a fair deal. So yearly around 10 to 12% is a fair deal. Okay, so of course now a lot of people in cryptocurrency market don't see 10% or 12% as a fair deal, but this is the thumb rule of doing the evaluation. And trust me, I have tried this again and again in the cryptocurrency market as well, and it works in this market as well. So now how to calculate the valuation? So 715,000 US dollar is their weekly income technically. So you multiply it by 4 weeks, so and then you multiply it by 12 months as well, because this will give you total 1 year's income, and again you multiply it by 10 years, so you get the total valuation. So you will have to project, if the cryptocurrency at a current rate, if they are making this much money, then how much will they make after 10 years? So if you see they are making around $700,000 weekly, so monthly it would be around 2.1 2.3 million or something like that, and yearly it will be about somewhere around 20 30 million, and after 10 years it will be around 343 million. So this is the actual valuation of Geist Finance. Now you can reduce the expenses by 10%, because I am pretty sure right now they don't have more expenses because it's a new startup in the blockchain world, and it's a totally new concept in the phantom world. Of course it's been an old concept on Ethereum network, but overall it's an old concept. but on phantom blockchain it is a new concept. So this is the valuation, but still you can reduce it by 10%, so it will be around 310 million if you see the final valuation. Now if you go on the CoinGecko website and you see, click on Geist Finance and you see that what is the current market cap, then it is around 55 $1 million, and fully diluted is around 324 million, so very near to our valuation. But now there is a catch, because the current market cap is only $55 million, means a remaining supply is either is gonna be used for growth or probably gonna be given to the community or to the liquidity provider. So actual market cap is around 50, actual valuation is around $55 million, and the current valuation actually is around 320 340 valuation, so it is technically one sixth time undervalued. But you also need to consider this factor, that the Geist Finance has been, you know, going very down in their, you know, total market size. It was, when they started it was around 11 billion, but now it is only 1.3 billion, so there has been a downward momentum. So you need to make sure that this is gonna stay at this size. You know, the market size should be around this. And you know, you can also check these things, guys take and circulating supply and everything, to make sure that, you know, the market size is in alignment with these things. So the total market size, if it stays around 1.4 billion, then it is definitely undervalued from my point of view as of now. But the problem is that it has been going down since it started, but in last 1 month it has been also very stable. So you know, no, you don't know, so you need to check upon that team, you need to check their social media profiles. And I just saw on Twitter that, you know, they recently launched this MIM token for lending and borrowing on this platform. So again, they're trying also to improve their project, and they're also trying to find some traction. So it's a good sign, but still you need to dig deeper for that. And that I want to leave you upon you guys, that how can you predict such things, because it's not easy. But of course, because it is one sixth right now in valuation, you can, I think that it's a good time to buy, because you will get a lot of time to, you know, predict this coin for long term. And for that you need to go to the Telegram group, and you need to find in each and every important information. You need to analyze that information in order to find the long term growth of this project. You need to find monopoly technically. If I am speaking correctly, you need to find monopoly. If there is monopoly for this project on phantom network in lending and borrowing market, then you can always bet on such things, because it is already massively undervalued if the market size remains at this level, 1.3 1.4 billion level. Okay, so that's what it is about Geist Finance. And in the end we are also going to talk about, I think in this video I didn't get any time to talk about long term coin, which is our cryptocurrency project, and which is very concept is very similar to enzyme finance. The way, if you guys are aware about enzyme finance, then it is very similar to enzyme finance. And but the catch in our project is that on enzyme there are only fund managers and depositors, but on our project we will allocate funds to different fund managers. So I'm gonna put a link in the in the description about the Telegram group of our project. And still the website is not up, nothing is up. It's just a, you know, a simple talk. Don't take it right now seriously, because we are preparing everything and it would take maybe next 7 to 15 days. So right now don't get excited about this project. It is still gonna take 7 to 15 days, and after that, once the site is up, definitely you guys can ask as many questions as you can. Even you can ask right now as well in the Telegram group. But after going through the website and other stuff, you will be more comfortable in asking questions, I guess. So anyways, I would now stop this video, and I hope guys I can catch you next time. Bye bye.